Wouldn't be Monday without the con artist. Hello, how you doing? Good. All right, so let's see.
It's heavy.
What we have today.
It's heavy.
A whole mess of stuff that looks heavy. It's like a weird bag. Picture frame. 2 wooden panels.
Yeah. What is that?
A St. Paul 7-Up trophy from 1960.
Wow.
Cool.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Is that a cheese grater? That is.
For either cheese or wood.
It is a cheese grater.
The whole pile, I'd give you $25. I like the St. Paul trophy from 1960.
Sure.
I might just keep it for the store because it's fun.
Sure.
I like this because it's very strange. I don't know if this is worth a damn at all, but I do these mystery boxes on the internet, and this might be kind of...
Can you guys do a little bit better than
You can
25?
take it out of the case too.
I want you to make money in it, baby. I gotta...
Well, I don't know how much money I can make here on this stuff.
Just do a little bit lesser than 25.
I'll go 30. That's my final offer.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a whole lot of small
okay.
bills. Here's 10 ones and 20. Thank you. We'll see ya.
Bye. Thanks.
So, do you want to know why I paid $30?
I mean, because we've made quite a...
I did
Good amount of money on him.
say last time that we were talking in the car. I said that I was gonna give him a little more money next time
Yeah.
because we have made money on him. But there's one item in here that's worth about $100.
Is it the box print? Yeah, I kept looking at that. I tried not to pick it up too many times, but...
5 out of 35. Robert's Blessing by Marvin Hill block prints. Yeah, these on eBay. These are about $100. I quickly looked this up on eBay. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a deal with you like this. The rest of this shit can go in the dumpster.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
I don't want half of it.
I don't want
honestly.
most of it.
We
This
should
is
start sending it back with him because I don't want to
like,
even have to
what am
throw
I
it
gonna
away.
fucking do with? You don't even know what these are. I don't want this. Glam shit. Cheese grater can go away.
Yeah, what the hell? What
We
is
don't
this?
need this. I don't want this. Do you? Can we do anything with this?
We can sell it.
Yeah,
We
can
can
get
sell
few
it for a
bucks.
little bit at least.
Okay.
Wave at the nice man. Bye.
Bye, con man. Have a nice day, con man.
He's so funny.
I'm gonna put this in a mystery box. This is funny.
Yeah. Are you gonna take it out? This is heavy.
It'll be a big mystery box. If somebody buys like $1,000 box, I'm gonna just send them like a big box and
That's funny.
it'll have this among other things in it. And then this weird leaf. I'll
Yeah.
get $10 on this.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we double our money with this.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's cool. And then I actually do want to keep this. I'm gonna put it in the front window.
All right. He said he's coming back tomorrow with 5 bins. That's what he told me.
All right. Well, another successful deal with the con artist.
Successful. Yeah.
Never ceases to amaze me what kind of shit people spend their money on. So when I was first getting started, there's a local guy I'm very friendly with, and I was buying all of his like boomer shit. You know, I was kind of like all the clad coins, all the mint sets, all the like crap you have that you're just sitting on it, you want to get rid of it, give it to me. So he gave me a giant box, and it was full of mostly mint sets from like the 1980s and proof sets. But it was full like of a bag of like a giant bag of broken watches. And then he gave me another box that was completely full of marbles, and I put them on eBay, $10 a lot for like a random handful of marbles. And again, I have sold this many since opening up. People keep fucking buying them, and it just astounds me. He literally gave it to me, and I've turned something for free into hundreds of dollars now. Like all in all, blowing everything out, he gave me everything at $200, and between the proof sets and the mint sets, the coins he gave me, the bags of watches, like fucking the watches go for like $50 for like a small lot. Easily over $1,000 is what I pulled out of this. So lemons to lemonade. That's not the right analogy. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Profit. We'll stick with the profit's a profit. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Stick with what you know. As you guys can see, I am still in caster wheel hell, and likely will be for a while. If any of you guys are an industrial wholesaler and you want to buy a bunch of caster wheels from me, hit me up. I would love to sell all of these. Like, if you have the contacts for this stuff, there's some serious money to be made here. I would just like to get this shit out of here. But it was free, so if I have to sit on it for a year and make $5,000, $10,000, that's fine by me. Although it is preventing me from getting this done, because I finally have a contractor who I'm friendly with who is like ready and willing to start start work down here. My landlord said all the money I put in down here, he's gonna knock it off my rent. So I want to get all this done because you guys remember this past summer, in between the pond, I was like, this is gonna be my summer project. And what you see here is as far as I got. I filmed all of my progress. It was like 45 minutes and my hands hurt and I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm gonna hire somebody to do it. So this all has to go first though. It's the only thing. You guys like this? I also have a designated spot just for the shit I buy from the con artist because I'm tired of it taking up room downstairs. I haven't even listed this shit yet. This is like, when we get bored and we need something to do, we'll just come down here and start grabbing stuff. Or if I'm doing mystery boxes and I want to send people some like totally random shit. And I still have these fucking Funko Pops. I can't believe I haven't sold these yet. I've had a few offers. I had an offer this morning for 500. I got 300 into it. I probably would have broken even at 500 and I want to profit something from the time and effort I already put into this and lugging it up and down the stairs, and shipping this thing is going to be such a bitch that I gotta make something. I'm not going to break even on this. So it means I got to sit on it for 3 months, then I'll sit on it because I mean, I certainly have room to sit on shit down here. Okay, this might take a minute. Okay, this is what I call boomer shit. Shit that only boomers buy. Yeah. So the Mint puts out these sets. They're very inexpensive. They're a dime a dozen. I got a fucking giant box of them in the back. I buy them at 5, I get 8. Okay. Vietnam War, classic coins. Oh yeah, as boomer shit as it comes. Oh, I've never seen what it is. Melania Trump. First Lady of the White House, $50. A silver eagle with President Trump. That's cool. Another one. Another one. So these are challenge coins, and they give these out for military service. Okay. So they don't have any kind of an actual value, but there's definitely a big collector value on them. Okay. So it's 30. Yep, 1966. 1966. Cash your check. Holy shit, that was a good deal. 1966 is what I paid. Low end, I'm gonna make 500. 500 to 1,000 region, somewhere in there. But it's gonna, the only thing is like, you know, people hear this like, oh, you ripped them off. No, because I gotta pay somebody to list it all, and I gotta list it all myself. This is like a 1 week project, at least all this stuff. So let's kind of go through it. So lots of boomer shit. Statehood quarters, the complete set. You know, like it's like fancy deal. It's like a 2017 $1 bill. It's uncirculated along with a coin. Like a fancy thing with a key, and it comes with a boomer shit. There's some good coins in here. I bought a couple stamps because why not? There's like a complete set of like Trump coins in here. It's probably something his grandpa bought at like 2 a.m. in the morning and paid probably $100 for this set. I paid him 10 bucks. Gold plated stuff. So yeah, really good stuff here. I'm very pleased we were able to do this deal. I knew I'd do well on this. Same day I made a TikTok, I got a bunch of hits. These Trump coins, I paid $10 for all of them. I got 90 bucks. So fuck yeah. And I'm throwing in some extra stuff too, because this is a good customer of mine. Love it when the Trump shit comes in here. Always sells well. I don't want to say anything else about that. And as y'all can see, I am blowing a lot of this shit out. One big lot, starting bid $1, letting it ride, just because I do not want to put the time into going through this. I'd rather just get my money in and get it out. I bet I'll get $300 to $400 on this lot. Certainly more than what I paid on it.
Thank you very much, Evan. Appreciate it.
We'll see ya.
All right.
Have a great
care.
night. So she came back. I saw her earlier this week. A lot of the fucking days are blending together. So she had these 3 rings. This is one of the most incredible opal rings I think I've ever seen. It's very heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. What does this one weigh? 17.4 grams. And then this little one here is tiny, 3.6. And then this one is a diamond ring. It's got a marquee, 6.4. It's got a marquee cut diamond that is bigger than 1/2 carat, but smaller than 3/4. I'm taking a chance here. She had an appraisal slip for, it was like $1,800 or $1,900. And I didn't, I mean, every appraisal slip I've ever seen in this business is a grossly overly inflated price. I bought a marquee cut diamond once. It was 0.44 of a carat. I paid $350 for it. It was a ring very similar to this. I tried to get $500 on it. I sat on it for months. I didn't get anything. I scrapped it for $325 or $350. I lost money on it. It was like, fuck this ring. I just got to get out of it. So now that I have one again, I don't think I'm going to do well on this at all. I think I'm going to do well on this. And, you know, the melt value alone in this shit, 27.4 grams. 27.4 times 0.585 times 57.25. 917, I paid $1,000, so I'm actually paying above melt for this stuff. But the diamond itself, if I scrapped it wholesale, I could probably get at least $100 on it, maybe $2. And I do think I'll be able to sell this. And what's this fucker melt at? Melt value on this is 582. We'll see. I don't know. Goddamn, I spent a lot of money today. So I need to get some of it out. Give you guys a little sneak peek of what's to come in 2022 on Pawn Man. This is probably gonna be one of the first things we're gonna be covering. The story of Minerva. This coin has an incredible story behind it. I learned about it from Robert Evans, the Behind the Bastards podcast. It's like one of my favorite podcasts. They just covered this recently. And I was so stricken by the story. I was like, oh, I gotta do a Pawn Man segment about that. So I went and I bought one of these, and I'm gonna try and buy more of these. I really like these coins, and well, I don't wanna say any more. You guys shall see what is to come. What's going on, you guys? We're Between the Pawn. I'm Evan. This is my gold and silver business. How's the week going? Good, busy. Some bullshit going on this week. There's bullshit going on every week. So eBay has a policy where there's certain items you can't list. Obviously Nazi shit is one of them. But apparently you can list Playboy, but you can't list Hustler, and you can't list Penthouse. But sometimes you can list Hustler and Penthouse, but not always. And sometimes they'll just take it off. But this week I woke up on Wednesday to, you've been posting pornographic material, you have a strike and blah, 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 and you're suspended for a week. So yeah, eBay suspended me for a full week, and I had to tell my other guy, I had to tell him basically to take the week off, because it's like, I don't have that much for you to do. I don't want to pay you to just stand around. So it made me, number one, very cognizant of how reliant I am on eBay. Number two is, what's frustrating is eBay doesn't even have a 1-800 number you can call, because like, usually I'm pretty good on the phone, and I have gotten in trouble in the past on eBay pre-COVID and just called them up and gotten it straightened out. But during COVID, they got rid of their phone line, and as a result, I can't call and be a Karen. So there's nothing I can do. And it's like, not only are they suspending me, and it means I can't list items on eBay for a week, but they hid everything on my eBay page. It's like, stuff like isn't popping up. So it's literally costing me thousands and thousands of dollars because I had one of them post a dirty magazine that, some are fine and some aren't. It's really, really, really frustrating. So what the fix is, I can't stop doing eBay. I just make too much money on it. It's too good of a resource. But, it's kind of like with TikTok when I got suspended on that. It cost me money to get suspended on this shit. And it's just really frustrating trying to be a business owner using these new technologies, and some minute thing ends up costing me thousands of dollars. It's bullshit. So that's what's going on with eBay. I'm really frustrated about that, but fucking nothing I can do. What else is going on? A couple of things to talk about with you guys. Number one, I'm gonna talk about it more in the first video of 2022. I'm gonna be changing up my Patreon reward tiers, because there's over 50 of you guys, and it's just getting to be a lot of work to send gifts every month. There's a better system I can create that I think will make you guys happy and make me happy too, because I've been sending out gifts for the holiday episode. And how far through this list am I? Not that far through the list, and it's taken me a lot of time to go through and do this, and it's just like, there's a better way to do this. So check out Patreon. The reward tiers are going to be changing. Again, it is going to be something that I think everybody's going to be happy with. And I want to remind you guys, because I've had a few of you guys get pissed, Patreon isn't a good. It's a charity for me so that I can continue producing content here on YouTube. I have a full-time editor. All my videos go to him. He's like $200 an episode. You guys, I'm losing money on YouTube. I don't have a ton of views. I don't have a ton of followers or subscribers. I put a ridiculous amount of work into it, and I don't have time to edit it. So if you guys like what you see here, that's why I have Patreon. Patreon goes away. All you guys stop being Patreons. YouTube dries up. I'll still make TikToks, but no way in hell am I gonna have time to do YouTube as well. So just know that you guys, all the money I'm getting on Patreon, it's not going to my pocket, it's going toward this show. This week I just paid off the rest of the camera. I had a few people get mad that I wasn't sending them gifts every month, and it's like, yeah, it's good for me to send you guys things, and I appreciate the money I'm getting, but it's not a good you are buying here. That I'm sending you something at all, I don't have to do that. I just want to do that to say thanks. But if I'm too busy to send out a gift and you're gonna get pissed at me, then I think you're kind of missing the point here. So just know that Patreon is not a good. It is a service for me to help me continue YouTube. Make no mistake. And we'll talk more about what's going to be happening on Patreon in a future video. I don't want to get into it right now because we're winding down the year here, so I don't want to open up any new cans of opening up cans of worms makes it sound like a problem. You get what I mean. Three other things I want to talk about. Number one, you guys, when you order from me, I send you a tracking number. Don't ask me what the tracking number is or ask me where your package is. The mail service is backed up. It's been backed up since COVID started. Once the package leaves here, I don't have any control over it. All you got to do is type in the number that I gave you, look it up. I've had so many people harass me about where's my package? It's did you type in the number? Because all I had to do was type it in and take a picture, and it's something you could have done. It's like, it's the equivalent of when my dad calls me to Google stuff for him. It's very lazy, and it's like you guys, I'm really busy. I don't have time to do this. So just know that you always get a tracking number with me when you buy from me. That tracking number is accurate. There's no need to ask me where the package is. If it's been delayed, it'll get there. And if it gets lost, I insure every package that I ship out. So there's no scenario where you just lose. But just be patient, and please don't ask me to look up the tracking number for you. It drives me crazy when people do that. Also, if you guys are gonna send me stuff, include all of your information in the remote deal. I've had a few people send me remote deals. It's got their name on it, but there's no payment information. There's no username handle. And it's like, you guys, I deal with tens of thousands of people. I get like flooded with messages every day. It's really hard for me to go through and look up who sent me exactly what when I'm getting hundreds of messages a day. So just make it simple on me. Include your email address, your username, your payment info, a phone number, something so I know who sent me what. I had a diamond ring sitting in my back safe for 3 weeks because the person didn't include any information, and it was like, okay, like, you know, I assume you're going to come forward eventually and be like, where's my ring? Like, where's my money? And sure enough, that happened, so I was able to finally pay the person that way. But just include the info, please. And finally, before we get into the questions, you guys, next week is going to be my holiday episode, the holiday special. I'm going to have a Between the Pond the week after that. I'm going to go over just kind of how the year has been, all the interesting stuff that's happened to me. And then after that, I'm taking a little break. Mid-January, I will be back, but I'm going to probably take the first 2 weeks off of January for making videos because I really, really, really need a break. It's just a lot of work and effort and time, and I need a minute to like collect my thoughts and kind of gather everything for the business for the new fiscal year, and I just want to not think about making videos for like 2 weeks because this is a lot of time here, you guys. Like, I don't think you guys appreciate just how much time I put into YouTube. Okay, so with that, let's get into the questions. I got 6 questions this week. And really quick, before I do get into my questions, my dad, I think, is going to be in the next Between the Ponds. So again, keep asking me questions for him. Okay, so getting into the questions. Question 1 coming in from Bear Down writes, will you ever do a book on your life? I'd like to, but I spent my entire 20s trying to make writing happen. The amount of fucking time I spent on that and the amount of money I have made, I was thinking about it. I bet if you added up all the time I've spent on writing, it would be certainly more than 10,000 hours, maybe 20,000. Less than 30 for sure, but maybe about 20,000. And I bet cumulatively, everything I've ever written, all the money I've made together is less than $4,000. So that's like 10 cents an hour. So just given how busy I am and how now successful this business is growing, like I really need to budget my time carefully. And I just don't have time to write another book when I'm not making anything on it. Like nobody's reading the books that I have out. So I'd like to in the future, but it'd have to be like if a publisher approached me and gave me an advance to do it, because I'm not gonna sink my own time into writing more books. I have a finished book, or a finished manuscript, I should say, actually right here, about my dad's life. And I started writing this in 2017 or 18. There's not a whole lot of work left to be done on this one, so I will probably put this one out. But beyond this and beyond, I have a new Nazi Hunter novel coming out, Wolf in the Jungle. By the way, that got delayed. I said it was gonna be out before the end of the year. It'll be out probably in January. It's just, the person doing the cover, my friend David, is really busy and I'm not paying him very much to do this. He has like a life and a job, so it's contingent on when he gets it done, but I'm not in a hurry. So I don't sell very many copies, so it's not like there's a huge audience of people waiting. So the short answer is I'd like to, but probably not. Question 2 coming in from The Guy66. Oh, that guy. That guy writes, I'm kind of curious as if you have been able to put a dent in the loan you got that has rocketed you to where you are now. Yes, I don't want to share too much information, but you know, I opened this business on about 80 grand. About half that money was mine, half I borrowed. I got a US bank loan, got a US bank loan for 30, and I got about 24 left on it. It's a 5-year loan, and I paid off 20% inside of a year. So inside of 8 months, I paid down 20% of it. So I'm way ahead on that loan. I had 2 private loans from followers. They each gave me $10K for 6 months at, what was the interest? Like 15% or something like that. Used it, paid them back with interest. One guy gave me another loan, 15 with the same interest, and then another person gave me 10, a different person. Yes is the short answer. I paid down my loans and I have paid back these people and gotten more money, and I'm gonna be fine to pay them back because the inventory of this business is now over 100K. So started with 80, got over 100, and I still have like 30K in the bank right now. So just with all of that, like this business is growing and growing well, and I'm making a serious dent to my loans. Yay! Okay, question 3 is coming in from Dustin Hipkins. Dustin writes, first, Elliot is still talking about the visit. Oh, cute. This is the little 8-year-old that came in to my shop like a couple weeks ago with his family. It was adorable. It was his birthday. Apparently he watches me here on YouTube. Hi, Elliot. It really made me reconsider the amount I swear and the things that come out of my mouth. I'm not gonna change, I'm just saying, I really thought about it for about a second. Elliot's still talking about the visit. He had to take his coin to school for show and tell. Cool, I gave him a slabbed, graded coin for his birthday. Along with his piece of silver he picked out. Second, we heard you talk about the World Trade Center recovery coins a few times. Do you see the Jamaica half cents having the same growth potential as the silver ones do? Yes, I do see them going up in value. These Jamaica coins are kind of the damnedest thing. So they're not expensive at all. If you brought in a raw one, I would look at it and probably not even want to buy it. I don't even think I'd offer you like a penny on it. They're not worthless, but they're very, very, very cheap coins. However, that they survived 9/11 and they've been slabbed and were recovered from that site makes them worth about 30, 40 bucks. And why somebody had those cheap coins in a vault in the World Trade Centers, fuck if I know. I guess somebody must have had a private coin collection. I think it is so weird, because a lot of the other 9/11 coins I have, like, they're almost all precious metal. And then you just have these Jamaica half pennies and they're so abundant, and it's just so curious that somebody would bother storing those, paying money to store those in such a prestigious place. So I do think they are going to go up, because I think all collectibles are going to go up and all coins are going to go up, but I wouldn't pay too much on these. If you get a mystery box with me, I stick one in there and I allocate it as being 45 bucks. I have 20 of them in the back. I think I paid 40 bucks each on them. I overpaid a little bit on them, but I'm comfortable with where I'm at on keeping them, because I do believe that they are going to go up. But definitely be careful with any clad coin you see that survived 9/11. The silver aspect alone is a saving grace in it. Even if the collector market itself dies down or dies out, I think the silver aspect will at least retain some of the value, especially silver continues to rise. Question 4. Sir Buddysworth asks, do you have anything in particular you're wanting to accomplish in 2022? Also, do you have any plans to collaborate with any more creators? I'll answer the latter question first. Yeah, I'll collaborate with some. I mean, I talked to a lot of you guys on Instagram, but I noticed a lot of you guys you only are on Instagram. You don't do YouTube, or you don't do TikTok. Like, very few coin dealers or precious metal people are using TikTok. I'd like to collaborate more. I will say I have reached out to a few people. I'm not going to say who, and they were not very nice to me, and it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, because overall, this community has a knack for being rude and just fucking asshole men, at least locally. That's kind of the scene here. And customers have remarked that I am a breath of fresh air, in that I have good customer service, I'm friendly, I'm approachable, I'm down to earth, I'm animated, when so many of these guys are just fucking rigid assholes. So I guess I'm gonna reach out more to some creators in 2022. Best person I've collaborated with, or my best reaching out to somebody, was Treasure Town. Super nice guy. Really appreciated that he had me on his channel, because his channel's way bigger than mine. I had a really good experience with him, but I've had some bad ones too. So I have a list in my head. I want to, is a short answer. And do I have any goals I want to accomplish in 2022? I just want this business to be worth $250,000 or more a year from right now. And 2 years from right now, I want it to be worth $500,000. 3 years from right now, I want it to be worth $1 million. I want to be down. There's a couple different units in this building that I'm in, and I want to be in the biggest one eventually, but that's going to take years to get to. So just growing this business and continuing to well, you know what I want? I want a house. A year from now, I'd like to own a house. All right, last question. Last question coming in from moderator of YouTube. When is your dad gonna make an appearance on the show? I wanna hear the story you mentioned in a previous episode. My dad will be on hopefully next Between the Pond, because he and my mom are coming in for a couple days. They haven't been down to the city since before COVID. They live kind of far away. And so I'm hosting them at my apartment for a couple days, and I'm gonna bring my dad in here. Fuck, I'm gonna put him to work. I'll bring him in here probably for 2 days. So while he's in here, I'm gonna force him down here and we'll do it Between the Pond. So ask me your questions for those. If you guys got more questions, put them in the comments section. If you guys like this video, be sure you give it a thumbs up. Get my books on Amazon. Follow me on social media at Evan Kale, at pawn.man. If you guys want to order stuff from me, hit me up on Instagram or go join my Discord. If you guys want to know what your stuff is worth, definitely go hit up my Discord because there's a whole section called What the Fuck Is This? It's a free appraisal service. Lots of people use it, including myself. Just don't ask me what your stuff is worth. I'm too busy. And please don't ask me for your tracking number. I gave it to you. Just type it in. With that, you guys, I will see you back here for next week's holiday episode of Pawn Man. Later, guys.